I graduated from Liberty University in 2012. Just a big, and then the skills underneath it are like, I'm really good at client relations and employee training. But Liberty University, wow!
Hi, my name is Cam. I'm 34 years old. I'm based out of Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Damn, all I'm saying is I hope I look good when I'm 34, because I would have swore you're in your 20s. So
How old do I
good
look?
job, congratulations, Jeans. What do you do for a living?
I am a creative and an entrepreneur.
Okay, I guess I could say the same about myself. I would love to dig a little more deep into that, but I'm curious. Okay, creative, entrepreneur. What do you bring in on a monthly basis, on average?
Right now, not enough. Like
Okay,
under 2,000.
under 2,000 a month.
Yeah,
And you said you're in Austin.
I'm in Austin.
You can't live on under $2,000.
No, you
a
cannot.
month.
No.
I mean, I literally $2,000 a month is $24,000 a year. I pay more than double for the base pay for my producer who was in your seat a few weeks ago, and like I got on TikTok for doing a base pay of $50,000. They were like, "That's a poverty wage." You're making less than half that. How are you surviving? Like legitimately.
So right now I feel like I'm just in a transitional point of
From to.
well, I used to work in corporate, and so that's where I was, very stable, I guess you can say, with my income. But I in recent years have really have stepped out to be an entrepreneur with like my brand. So as a creative,
What's your brand?
I'm an actress. I model. I am in film, working behind the scenes in film.
So many in Austin all of a sudden, I swear. What is happening? I'm not against it. I'm just like, is that when you said entrepreneur, I thought maybe we were starting a business of some kind. Your brand, and it's just you. Okay.
That's a start. I mean, there's other things on the list that.
Well, obviously, you did not do this right. We could say that I'm a creative entrepreneur, but I didn't jump full into it, jumping from my corporate job until I was making enough money to replicate, not even fully replicate my old income, but was able to sustain myself while also having a 12-month emergency fund on the side.
Right.
When did you jump the corporate world?
So I left around 2020, I believe. There was some other things that were kind of happening
in 2020, man, because you could have been fighting for some pay raises during then.
Yeah.
Times were good in the Austin market in the jobs.
Yeah, it's all about perspective. I really I had lost my mother in 2020 to like stage 4 colon cancer.
Oh my goodness!
In August of 2020. So I had a job, but I had to make an executive decision to kind of take care of some things. And so at the end of 2020, the job scene was just kind of all over the place. And so I kind of took that as an initiative.
Well, it didn't start, the job scene in the corporate America, especially in tech and in Austin, it didn't really start fluctuating until, what was it, beginning of 2022 was like end of 2022. Yeah, because we're in 2024 now. So end of 2022 is when things started getting a bit funky. So you should have been able to drop in pretty hard. Like they were literally in Austin specifically, but especially around the major cities, especially in tech's a major sector within Austin. Like they were just dangling jobs. No, they couldn't even get jobs out quick enough.
Yeah.
For people to jump into. So what was your experience? What were you doing?
Grieving, mourning, taking the time.
What was your job in corporate America?
In corporate, I worked in software sales tech. So I was managed.
I made so much money.
I did.
And you could have gone right back into that so easily. Trust me, the grieving, totally get it. I'm blessed where I haven't had to do that yet, but I am so sorry for you.
No, it's okay. That was just that was
no. I just want to set that expectation. I am sorry. After. Whenever you started to not even like move on, because that's such a hard thing. That's an oversimplification. But once you started to try to get your life back, man, you could have gotten a job, dude.
Well, and that's where I'm at right now. So I was living off of my savings, and I had for a couple years.
What I'm looking at, you've been living off of debt.
I mean, and I also do contract work with like delivering for a really big company, so that kind of helped me float a little bit. But I was really just living off of.
Did you know that data brokers can make a fortune by selling your personal information to robocallers, spammers, and those interested in learning more about you? Given that I now have a large online presence, online security is a priority for me. That's why I consistently choose to partner with our sponsor, Aura. Aura acts like a personal security guard for your digital life. They can identify data brokers exposing your information and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. For example, I've seen my name, Caleb Hammer, on multiple websites that are selling information, and if you click on the name, it reveals potential addresses, phone numbers, and even relatives. It's kind of creepy. Legally, data brokers are required to remove your information if you ask them to, but unfortunately, they never make this easy. Aura makes this extremely simple by taking care of the entire process for you. With their powerful software, you get an all-in-one solution ranging from a great password manager to parental control, antivirus protection, identity theft insurance, and much more. So now you might be wondering, Caleb, how do I start with Aura? Well, they've put together an exclusive offer just for you. Experience the peace of mind that Aura brings to your online security with a 14-day trial. Simply visit aura.com/hammer to take advantage of this amazing offer. It's also linked in the description below. It's crazy. I don't have anything against this Amazon Flex delivery you're doing, but man, I've personally set people up with like a tech sales certifications from Course Careers. Man, they get in tech sales. You can make so much money if you grind. It's incredible. You were making money. Why do you not care about that anymore?
I do. I for sure do.
Okay, but you're making less than $24,000 a year in a city that you cannot survive off of $24,000 a year.
Right. So,
which, by the way, will explain pretty much every account we're about to go through, which are ridiculous.
Yeah. By
any metric. Sorry, I don't even know what I asked you. I don't think I just went into a rant. I'm just confused. Why have we not gone back to making money? So here we like to do a score, 0 to 10 for finances. Give us, where do you think you are? 0 to 10. 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. Where are you?
Right now, I would give myself like under a 5, like just realistically.
So under 5. Well, 5 would be like, okay, middle of the road. That's solid.
Like a 1 or a 2, realistically, from where I've been
1
before.
to 2, that sounds more reasonable.
To now, it's just getting back.
So on this $10.99 for your Amazon Flex, brought in a whopping $13,000 over the course of what though?
Last year, 2023. I've been there for 2 years. The year before, I made $23,000.
Why is it going down?
I don't know.
No. Why is it going down?
Many emails. This is just
no. What do you mean? Is it the hours going down, or like what is happening?
Why is the wage down? They've hired a lot of people to deliver, so it's just there's grab a route quick enough before you can blink.
Okay, well that's the reason why. That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah. So there's more people, so there's less routes available.
I think so. Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess I understand it from their business standpoint because they just want people to grab onto them as quick as possible, so that there's never a route
Right. So I'll be up trying to get a route at 3:00 in the morning, and I can't click. Somebody else already clicked it. You
got to talk right in the mic.
Okay, someone's already clicked it. But I made $10,000 in acting and modeling, really in acting
last
this year. In 2023, my first year.
So $23,000
before taxes.
Your life. What taxes are you even gonna have to pay on top of that? I mean, I know there's self-employed stuff, but it's gonna be basically okay. Because the only reason that upsets me is because we go over here, and then the first credit card we look at. Past due amount $340. That's just being an irresponsible child. If you're not making enough money to pay on your debt, then go get a job that pays money instead of the dream. I want you to live the dream. I want everyone to live the dream. I am blessed enough because, I mean, honestly, you guys are incredible, that I get to live the dream. I get to hire people to live the dream. I want you to live the dream. I want everyone to live the dream, but there's also being a responsible adult, and you are being like, okay, I'm just not going to pay on my debt instead of going and getting a job that makes sense. Yes, tech is hard now, but you've been delaying this for years. If you were talented, you had a resume experience, and you could have said what you've done, and you could back it up with numbers of what you did successfully passing the sales. Yes. Trust me, people still need to sell products.
Right.
We need to land you a job that makes money. I don't get what you want.
I know, and I'm coming back into the market. I was out of the market for a while.
You are.
I had invested in a lot of stocks and crypto, and I thought I was become
What
a millionaire.
is this?
And
What are you? You were gonna become a millionaire?
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
It's not too late, but I mean,
No.
just have to
What
go
does
back.
that mean? I want to hear like that. What is your? I was gonna become a millionaire.
Well, I mean, just the whole concept of what took place a few years ago within the market. I entered into, I think, a really good time. I had a little bit of money to where I could make
do you
a
mean?
profit,
What market? What market did you jump into?
like crypto and
Oh,
that whole craze.
what crypto?
I did a little Doji coin. I
Oh.
did what else? There was a whole list of little things. I tried to go for the ones that offered what is it? Oh my god. They give you
Bankruptcy?
No, they give you kickbacks every quarter or whatever. What is it?
Dividends?
Dividends, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you know stocks do that.
As well. Yeah, so stocks. I invested in
stocks?
is Bitcoin's not considered stock. No, okay, so
Dude, how are you possibly investing if you don't even know what the Bitcoin is, what category it falls into? That's a joke.
no, I definitely invested in stocks. I just
Congratulations,
burned them
but you
all.
just asked what Bitcoin.
No. There's a whole list of things that I invested in based off of.
And what happened?
Well, I tried to play the whole psychology game of it, you know.
What psychology game?
The psychology of stocks and crypto, and you
Yeah,
have
what
to
was the
keep
game?
calm. Yeah, you invest, and I had like where I invested a certain amount, so that whenever it went up, I knew that I had a third of whatever that was, right, and everything was great. But
What kind of trading were you? Like swing trading? Were you day trading? Were you buy and hold? What were you?
buying hold, whenever I saw that, whenever it went up, I was like, take out. I don't know. Whenever I only knew part of the game, I think, and
No.
I didn't take out my money.
You don't know the game. You know what the game is? Buying the not investing advice. My gosh, not investing advice. The legal requirements around it are it's really silly that you gotta have a piece of paper to say literally this. You're not investing advice. But what do? What's the game I play? I just buy into the overall general United States stock market, baby. And I just put that in and I let it go until I retire because I'm just betting on the overall economy of the largest economy in the world and some of the best companies in the world, and that's what I'm doing. And I don't freak out and try to day trade and swing trade and get into crypto and bull.
It was good back then, though. I came up on a
It's
lot.
good all the time. It's good all the time and bad all the time. You got some uptrends. You experience some good things. Yes, if you get a nice, beautiful bull market for a while, it's going to feel good. Guess what? Even the beginning of last year through the end of last year, in general, though, it felt like we were going, go all over the market. QQQ, SPY, we ended up well up. It's always going to... Why'd you only put $20 to this when you had to pay $340?
I didn't have. I put what
Then
I could.
why don't you go and get literally any job? Tech sales I would love you to get into, but why are we not fucking slinging fries in the middle of the night if we can't pay our bills?
I would prefer to.
I don't give a prefer.
Okay, well, I would prefer to be able. My time is worth more than.
No, it's not. If it was worth more, with all the free time you had, you would be paying this card. Time is worth more. Time is worth more. It's not. It's literally not. If it was worth more, your time would be paying on this.
I understand, and I think.
Okay, so you were incorrect.
I think that with the funds that I had available that have been coming in, not even covering all of my bills, what am I going to do? Am I going to pay part of my car because I need it? Or do I put it towards all of this 300? I can't put 300.
You get a job instead of trying to
I have
act.
a job. I work Amazon.
No, but you just said it's not working. If it's not working and you're bringing in $12,000 on a yearly basis, $12,000 on a yearly basis, I don't think you can like start at a food service job in Austin under $15 an hour, by the way. Like there might be a couple of places, but pretty much everywhere I see is like 16 to 20. Okay.
And I do have
Boom.
side
That's
gigs.
$31,200 a year, $15 an hour for 40 hours a week. Boom. 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 That is more than you make with both of your jobs combined. I know I probably sound like a dick and I'm going intense, but I go intense for a reason because it is clearly you do not believe this and you need to because the future of your life actually matters.
It does. And I believe, like, why do I have to flip fries? Why can't I do something else?
What the do you mean? Because whatever something else is not happening.
Well, I just started...
So it's called being a big boy, being a big girl, growing the up and doing what's necessary and responsible in your life to actually take care of your
Right. You're absolutely, and that's why I'm back in the market.
What do you mean back in the market? What are you doing?
I'm applying to jobs. I'm applying back into the market.
Tell me.
Back into tech, back into software, back into sales, back into what I know that I'm...
How many are you applying to on a daily basis?
Anywhere from 25 to 35.
It's halfway decent. Yeah. That's a lot. Pretty good.
And my resume is tight.
Where are you applying on?
Indeed, on Glassdoor, on the actual company website.
Okay, pull up Indeed. I want to see it.
Like, really, right now?
Yeah, I want to see if you're lying or not.
Why do I have to lie?
Trust me.
I can show you all the emails.
I want to see it.
Okay.
Please? Absolutely.
Okay. Crazy.
Nothing like an unemployed person with a coffee and a MacBook.
Listen, life wasn't always like this. Okay,
no, I'm just joking. That's like the classic Twitter.
This is only temporary. Like, I've been up before.
Well, I know that's great, but you're not paying bills. You can't be picking.
That's not ever the goal.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Right. So that's why I'm choosing what I'm trying to get. If I have
an option,
I
just said beggars can't be choosers.
But if I have an option, Mac won't let you do that. But
what?
Just scroll down, like just.
Well, it would in a proper email service, but you're using Outlook like a disgusting creature. All right, let's take a look. We got you connected.
Like, literally, I just had an interview this morning.
Good. That's awesome. How did it go?
It went well. Is this? Oh yeah, it went well. I've had a couple interviews where they do like first round. They want to just ask questions first, probably as a filter before they actually do. But I've gotten a lot of. We've moved on. Sorry. I can even show you my resume. I think it's good. Yeah.
Actually, I will take a look at your resume because that could be a big thing. I've only gone a few days back, but it's looking more like 5 a day.
No. That's just when I've gotten a response. Oh, that's just when I've gotten a response back.
Okay.
So there's a lot.
Good. Well, I'm glad you are then. I'll
yeah.
stop digging into that. I would love to look at your resume though.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
What?
Especially for more like just if we're going into a sales position, more than one page on a resume. Try to condense this down to one page. Plus, it's just filled with like crap that doesn't matter. Plus, it's only going to like it's filling up a page and a half. It just gets weird. One page concise, even if you have to make some of the things smaller.
So it's normally has always been a page, but I was told by that hey, if it's over if you need to add 2 pages, like go. So what? But make it sure that it's concise.
Well, maybe
it's always been one page
in the last few years. But when I was doing some research into the best resume practices on YouTube and some sites I was reading, I said I always read keep it to 1 page.
Man, that sucks because I like the way it looks. It's easy, Yes, but
absolutely. As an entrepreneur. It's also just lots of instead of key points, there's like almost mini paragraphs all over here.
Well, I normally have like my KPIs. Oh, I've like literally, this was connect rate, this was the goal rate, all of that. And then some people have said like, no, like that's what your talking points are, So
who are you talking to?
Multiple people, and I have multiple different versions of my resume. This is just the most recent one that I've been putting out.
I'd get your company off.
Well, then I haven't worked in the last 4 years. That's why I have people say, no, you got to show you've been doing something. So to show what I've been doing, auditions every day, acting, modeling, it's like I don't want to say, oh, I'm a model. No, I'm trying to encapsulate that into...
I don't want you to lie either, but...
Everybody lies on their resume, but I try to keep it honest. It's just, I didn't have that on there. And they were like, well, that doesn't look good.
Your skill section is like, Your education's like, and it's like 2012 anyway, so like, who cares? What? It's over a decade old. Just what you? No. When
relax.
What?
What do you mean over a decade? What are you trying to say?
Well, just like no. All that like what if I'm hiring for a sales position and people are hiring for a sales position, I want to see what the you've done. All the great sales skills you have, the great deals you've closed, things like that, instead of these mini paragraphs. And then, I graduated from Liberty University in 2012. Just a big, and then the skills underneath it are like, I'm really good at client relations and employee training. But Liberty University, wow! Like, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. There's this.
Okay.
So just a couple thoughts on my end.
Okay.
But okay. Well, I'm glad you're starting to at least apply to things. I am glad, because this credit card is a joke. $1,664 owed. $430 is what is owed right now, because you're past due $340. You have $40 of fees and then $30 of interest accruing. It's at 24.99% interest rate. So
yeah. Card that was like a $5,000 limit, and that recently closed, and I just ended up on the wrong side. Yeah, there's a whole bunch in collections.
So great. Well, cool. More to get into then, as if there wasn't enough that we've barely even touched. Okay, we have a 2020 Kia Optima.
Yes.
So when you left the workplace, you went and got a Kia, because you said 2020.
No,
so you went and got a car loan when we left the workplace.
No, I had got it right before June 2024. I wasn't knowing what was about to transpire, so I had got into that car. I actually got a really good deal. It was worth $30,000. I got it for $15,000. They gave it to me for half off.
Well, hold on. Was it worth $30,000?
Yes, it was brand new. It was a brand new 2020 Kia Optima.
Why would they give it to you for half off?
Some old people bought it, didn't want it.
Who'd you buy it from?
Kia.
They don't just take losses.
Also, I'm favored. I am blessed and favored, and that was my time to get a new car. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm favored, meaning.
What are you talking about?
That means that things happen for me in divine time, I guess you can say.
What magical rainbows do you have floating over your head that no one else has, apparently?
I was born on Christmas. I like to think that.
Congratulations, I was born on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
What do I get? Where's my little special 50% discount on a car?
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I'm skeptical of just.
No. It was a deal. It really was a deal.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what was up with the car and the history and different things like that.
Old people.
A car dealership will never take a loss. Unless they're just desperately trying to push inventory.
They were trying to push inventory.
At the peak of the car market?
Yeah.
Wait, when did you buy this?
June 2020. June 2020.
But they were having trouble getting cars starting right around then. It would make no sense for them to desperately try to push it.
I walked in.
Listen, I wasn't there. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter. You got it 50% off, 74 months. But we're past due $912 because... Listen, I'm happy you're out there applying, but like what you have to do as a responsible adult until you get the job you want is we have to work jobs we don't want just so we can pay the bills. Again, I showed you $31,200 is $15 an hour for 40 hours a week. You should be working 80 hours a week. You should be working 80 hours a week and keeping up with your bills. If we're not making our payments, if our car is going to get repoed, if we're just around, and you need a car to live in the city, unfortunately, car-dependent infrastructure, you can't.
It all recently started going downhill.
Congratulations! You recently should have got a job to pay for it.
I recently had money.
Yeah, you recently, as of today, have nothing. What do you mean recently? Because... these are all missed payments, which means before you walked in here, not like as you sat down here and all of a sudden it's missing.
So when I took a look at my finances at the end of, it was around summer of 22, I believe. That's when I started to notice like, things are getting.
It was a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago, yeah. Around 22, that's when I noticed like my what I was looking at was dwindling, and it was like I had to.
Year and a half ago is a long time to make change.
Like
takes
I
a couple
said,
of weeks to get a job flipping some McFries.
I had money and went really quick, and it's these last couple. But
why have you not made any corrective?
I have. I worked.
No, you have not. We haven't even gotten to your spending statement yet. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in someone in your position.
So, I work a lot of jobs, not just Amazon. I
don't care
contract.
If you, I don't care.
I work.
I don't care if you work. I don't care if you work a lot of hours. If you're bringing in 24,000 hours a year, you are not working correctly. It's one of our don't be a rules of not being a fuck up. It's stop fucking around with work. If you're working a lot of hours and you're not making your money, you need to go work anything, any overnight stocking shelves, those jobs, yes, some of the higher pay in the markets that you're applying for right now, it is objectively harder than it was a couple of years ago. Historically, it's not the hardest it's ever been, but it is the hardest it's been in quite a few years. Service-based jobs, stocking shelves jobs, they are still underemployed, and they are trying to get people in the door. And in places like Austin, they'll start you 15 to 20 to 22 an hour. The job sucks. No one likes it. I highly doubt even more than 1% of people that do those jobs wake up every day and are like, I get to go make fries. I don't think that's how it works. But people are out there getting done, taking care of their lives, taking care of their bills, taking care of their families, like responsible adults.
Yeah.
And you're saying, no, I'm going to wait till I get my dream job and let my car go get repoed.
No, it's not going to get
I'm
going
to wait a year and a half when I realize that my finances are starting to go down, instead of trying to address it, instead of address my spending habits. My spending habits, going out to eat 20% of your spending. $397 going out to eat, and you choose not to pay that same amount that was due on the card?
Is this in the year?
That's a child.
No, I pay. I do. It's just recently.
My gosh. How are you?
Recently.
How are you? What are you? Dude, this makes no sense. This and this were from the same month. You chose not to pay a $340 payment that you owed, but you went out to eat $397.
No,
that's being business. A f***ing baby.
A lot of it.
Oh, shut. We'll get there. We'll get there. No.
I've already written out everything for my business side that I'm going to write off, that I have to write off.
Yeah, but if they're real write-offs, I doubt it. We'll get through it.
These are real.
Nope, we're gonna find out.
These are absolutely real. I can say that in the transitional stage that I'm in right now, understanding and working on my spending habits.
A year and a half of transition. You'd think you'd be able to figure out the transition by now.
I mean,
Quicksilver. What?
I was just trying to save that one.
What?
Like, you talking about that credit card? Yeah.
What?
I was just trying to save it.
What do you mean save it?
One closed, and so I was trying not to let my credit just completely just like say.
Who even gives a shit about your credit at this point? You're not taking advantage of credit. Credit's taking advantage of you. You're being taken advantage of. You're not taking advantage of it. You're not a credit card person.
When I was on the good side of it, I just ended up on the bad side.
That's all it takes. You're in the bad side now. Who cares about the good side a couple years ago? A couple years ago. I did dumb stuff a few years ago, worked on my life, got mental health help, did a lot of things to improve my life. 2 years ago, well, it wasn't 2 years ago, but a decade ago, 5 years ago, whatever, doesn't define my life. What happens right now defines my life. If you were doing well a couple of years ago, doesn't define your life. What defines your life right now is what's happening right now, and this is what's happening right now.
But I didn't have any money, so it's like...
Oh my gosh. Because you're choosing not to go get a job like a human.
No.
Adult.
Well, I am working. I am trying to pick up shifts.
Are we just going to have a go in circles this entire conversation?
No, we're not.
This is the least...
I am working, though. Like, I've been diligently trying to pick up shifts. I have been applying day in and day out. I apply on Sundays.
To the dream jobs. Awesome. I want you to get those jobs. You apply for those jobs while you're working the job.
Well,
because
I can
need to make ends meet.
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
$150 is owed because guess what? Fees are charged $39 fees. Probably because there's late fees.
Yep.
Lovely. $842 balance. Fantastic. $21 of interest. Great. Love it. Navient. So we know you graduated from Liberty University in 2012 because it's the biggest thing on your resume.
Oh my gosh. It's not the biggest
we know.
thing. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'd make it the biggest thing on my resume if I was going to talk about these next two student loans that we're about to talk about.
Go Flames.
Because they're insanity.
They are. They are.
Is Liberty University private?
Yes, they are. They're very private.
Is a private college type.
Private Christian university.
Well, they better have delivered you a lot of religion because this was expensive.
Yeah, it was. I played lacrosse for them. That was pretty cool.
Oh, they should have probably given you a really good scholarship if you were going to do that because you have a total of...
I think I'm at like 80,000. It's like 85, maybe 90,000.
Are you paying on these?
No, I've never... I'd forbearance and deferred.
Forbearance and deferred?
Yeah.
Not even on like an income-based thing? You just keep
That's
pushing?
IBR. IBR, income-based.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're not in deferment. That's more like just pushing it down the road. Like I'm in a period where I don't have to pay on it.
Yeah, I'm sure at the beginning of these loans, it was a lot of deferments, and now we're in forbearance. Now we're IBR. We're in whatever mode. It's like I ain't got it right now. So
You got it because you're choosing not to got it, though, which is kind of what upsets me. It's like, trust me, if people can't make ends meet and they literally need money to survive and all these different things, yes, income-based, that makes sense from a moral standpoint of just a society. You're literally choosing not to work, and I'm like, this is money that you took out, and you're literally choosing not to work, so all of a sudden you don't have to pay it back because of your choice? That hurts me, dude.
I think at the age of 17, it was more so a family decision. Hey, you gonna go to school? This is what needs to be done. I grew up in a single parent household, so whatever ways means that my mom could get this done for me, I had to get it done.
No, the American culture around it is stupid. It's fair enough. It's fair enough because it's for a lot of people, especially I don't know your living situation, but living situation for me when I was born into a house that made basically no money, and eventually, you know, they did work their way up the middle class, which was fantastic. But by the time I was graduating high school, wasn't the case. But it's always like go to college, then borrow what you need to get the degree because that's going to lead to a better life, and that's like everyone's mindset. Now you can do college the right way, and there's a lot of things you can do get a degree the right way.
Right.
But obviously there's a wrong way to do it, like $89,181 at 7% interest rates of death and insanity.
Sport management
you
degree.
Can't even pay back. Oh, fantastic! That's what you're working in right now.
I started off as a mechanical engineer, and then for whatever reason, I don't know what happened in college life, but I decided to just go be passionate as an athlete, sports. You know, I was like, well, duh, business of sports. Let's do that. And got offered to coach college, and then I don't know, life happens, and I decided to go be a model, an actress, and chase that.
If you want to chase something, you should chase hitting that subscribe button because we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers and we're racing the Iced Coffee Hour to try to get there. So please help supporting this channel. Also, thanks for being on, by the way, because I know this is the hot seat. It's hard. I hope you walk away, get something from this. And you're being an educational service to people out there. If you're interested in being on the show, apply in the link. There's an application in the link in the description below. But yeah, I thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Because I know my personality is.
I'm a Capricorn.
I go, all right. Well,
yeah.
Don't need to bring stars into this conversation.
We can take it. I've been taking it. It's okay. But I know that there's more for me coming. And I know that I'm in a space of like, no, I do need to be responsible. I'm very aware of that. Like, seriously? No. And it's like, oh, I already did my own audit. I still got to do my taxes. It's a lot.
But you haven't done what's You've done your own audit, but you didn't make the changes necessary to do it.
I did make the changes.
No. We haven't gotten to your spending yet. When we see the spending, you have objectively not made the changes. Unless you're saying it was worse than before that. And of which case, I would have an aneurysm right now. And you've chosen not to go work. We're waiting for the dream job. So no. You did not do an actual audit of yourself and make changes.
I did the first step, which is recognizing I do have a slight problem with spending.
What's this $102,000 you owe at a 4.625 interest rate? Is that a house?
The home that my mom left for me and my sister. So we still have a slight mortgage. Yes.
Okay. But it's in Austin?
Yeah.
What's the value at these days?
It's over that.
Well, yeah. I don't think there's anything that's valued anywhere close to 100,000.
I know. Maybe
so
I'll say like
3-4.
On the low end, I'll just say like 320, just to be.
So you have like you and your.
My sister and I, my younger sister.
Are you both on the title then?
And on the estate,
okay.
yeah. It's just me and my sis, yeah.
So you approximately have about.
Don't do it. What? We're even more debt?
No. Well, you do have more debt, but you personally have like $125,000 of equity into this house, which is really cool. You personally.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'd rather just get that house paid off so that's secured.
Wait, why? It's at a 4.6% interest rate where the rest of your death are at like insane interest rates. What's the interest rate on your car, by the way? I didn't even get that.
13. 13 something. Yeah.
End it all.
That's the lowest I've ever had on a car. Yeah.
Oh! This I have not seen on this show ever. Congratulations on being so God, that you are a groundbreaking first in the history of the show. You have late payments on your mortgage?
No, don't do
Yes,
that.
it's there.
And it's really, I would say, kind of like my fault. I had lost my apartment last
You
year.
better take responsibility. Damn right.
I will take some
stop hitting the table too.
I will take some responsibility, as I had to move back home, which is that house that my sister was living in, the house that my mom left us. I had my own apartment, doing my own thing, and then got just real. And I was like, I can't afford this.
Which happens to everyone.
Life happens. This was last summer. It was an emergency. Like, I had to move home. My sister ended up having to leave her job.
Yeah.
That she worked at a company out here, for like just for personal reasons. Like, I took off when things happen with family.
Yeah.
My sister didn't, and so we kind of had this inadvertently like swap.
What?
But the point is, I moved home and things had to get paid, and I didn't have any money.
How much is the monthly?
I don't want to tell you because it's like, what?
How
It's
much
so
is the
easy.
monthly?
$1,000 for the mortgage. I know, it's crazy.
In Austin, you have
crazy.
no idea.
It's
You are
crazy.
That's what pisses me off about this.
I don't even make 1,000.
You are about exactly, which is a fucking choice, by the way. That you are not. You are not. You are choosing in the city of Austin. Can't speak for every city. You are choosing. I know people who work Uber Eats here and make $80,000 a year. $80,000 a year after maintenance and gas.
You're not serious.
Why would I lie?
I mean, I guess that's
They're
cool.
grinding. They're working the hours. They're working off of UT. They're working off of downtown. They're working in the Westlake area. They got those rich, but guess what? They're making their money and they're working an insane amount of hours.
I'm trying to find balance, man. I'm trying to find balance. At one point, I was balanced.
You won't find it until you pay on your.
I know.
You won't find it until you grow up and get a job. So what pisses me off about this, like legitimately, it pisses me off for you, is this payment by you not taking care of your own and going and bringing in a minimum of just $30,000 a year, which I know you can.
Of course.
But by you not doing that, you are squandering the mortgage of all mortgages that anyone around our age would dream of. What happens when this goes in foreclosure and you and your sister miss what literally everyone our age dreams of? You have no idea how blessed you are. If you had any idea, you'd be taking care of this. If you had any concept, any notion of an idea, you'd be taking care of this. You're about to squander biggest you are already. What do you mean you're not? You are already.
I have an opportunity and I'm trying to make the best of it. And I'm very aware. Like, I'm very aware this is something that my mom...
You're aware, but you're not doing anything.
I'm trying to get hired. I've been applying.
Your dream job. We've had this conversation.
Not dream job. Dream job is not going back
the job that you would prefer. The job that you would prefer.
Okay.
We've had this conversation 1,000 times now, so I'm not having it again.
I know. I'm trying not to f it up with this house. The only thing that my mom left...
I'm trying not to f up, but every number here and everything I'm choosing to do in life is obviously indicating that I am trying to f it up.
Damn.
Small business loan? You better not tell me this is for your business of you.
It's not the business of me. It's Kammel Kali. That is a brand, and that is my business. Absolutely.
Oh, my.
Bank account and all.
You took out a small business loan?
Yes, I have a business.
To be an actor?
My brand.
Modeling, my.
Acting, directing.
Oh, my.
As the brand. Kammel Kali.
I'm going to vomit all over this table.
Kammel Kali, the brand. That is the brand.
I know I'm being mean to you, but if you're watching this out there and you're even considering anything used to this, if you know anyone, send them this episode. You're already in it, but this is a joke.
It's not a joke.
Sad, disgusting.
I'm legal. I know there's a lot of people that made up this. My business has been around well before 2020 and all the.
Congratulations,
SBA.
And it makes no money, and we're borrowing $20,833.
It does make money.
For it.
It does. It's just not $1 million a year. I do make money.
There's a big difference between $12,000 and $1 million a year. I don't need you to make $1 million a year for me to say, okay, you got a business, but you're making 12.
No, but listen, it went from not making anything with my business when I first started out to it's a process to now. I've to say I am proud to say, wow, I've made a little over 10K, and it took a while. And that was
no,
just
that's
in 1
great.
year.
But you don't borrow $20,000 if you're only making 10.
That wasn't. I didn't
Why?
have to pay.
Why'd
it back.
you borrow this?
It was offered as, hey, if you have a business, and everything went towards my business to pay people. To
pay people?
Yeah. Do you know what it takes to uphold a brand?
Do I?
Do you?
Do I?
And you pay people to help you uphold your
once
brand.
I can afford them. I did every single thing myself, 15 hours a day, 7 days a week until I could hire one person. And then I still did the majority of the work until I could hire 2 people. And then boom, I was able to offload certain items onto those 2 people. Then I was able to hire another person. Then I was able to hire another person. I only did that when I can afford it. I did not go and borrow money to do it. And you don't pay people now, do you?
I try to. Anything I do, even
What?
if it's just
Why are you not doing the jobs yourself?
Even if it's just, hey, thank you. I recognize the work that you're doing. Here's $20 gas card. This is all I have. I might not be able to eat tonight, but I show value, and like this is something that I'm working on my brand. Hey, people see my value. They want me to work. They want me to work for free, and it's like, no, we got to get to a point where we stop asking people to work for free.
Yes, I'm down for that, but you should be doing this yourself. You don't make anything.
Yeah, but if I can hire...
You can't!
But if I don't have to be paying them $30 an hour to work, any little bit to show like, hey, this is where I'm at in my brand and my business, I appreciate it. When as I grow, this $5, this $20 gas card will turn into more. You know, this is just showing appreciation. Even if it is just $20, it's something. It's something.
I don't know. There's nothing I can even do to help you.
Oh,
your mindset is so broken.
No, it's not.
The fact that you think you can hire people. Listen, yes, I agree. The people you
that
hire.
was from the past.
The people you hire should make money. If we're bringing in $12,000 a year, we can't as a business.
This past year, no,
to...
I didn't pay anybody.
$1.41 in our checking. We're balling. Oh, but what did we decide to do? Because we did an audit on ourselves and we're changing our present. Yeah, every line's bullshit, unnecessary bullshit.
Eating out. I know that's. I can tighten up with eating out for sure.
Tighten up.
I know.
Tighten up.
I know.
Tighten up. Beyond an understatement. Are you kidding me?
Don't do it.
What do you mean? Don't do it. You don't want me to call your bullshit out?
You've already. Go ahead.
Oh, but you have more bullshit to sort through. More shovel. El Morasso, some fucking taquitos, and stopping and getting gas station, and Shratchki's and Taco Bell, and Chick-fil-A, Asian restaurant, getting a car wash. That's what we need when we can't afford to pay bills. That's what we need. We can't even afford to pay on our cars. We better go pay to wash it. That makes sense. Oh, getting a keto and Serena's breakfast, going in gas station, getting some snackies. Venmoing out $80. There's probably the pay. Yard House and Honest Lash and Kirby Lane. Some Google payment, probably storage. And
yes,
if you think you can, this is not all business expenses. These are
no,
not.
I mean.
Oh, then earlier you were me then.
No, some are
Chick-fil-A,
business.
King Smoke, that's certainly not business. That's a terrible habit. Terrible habit.
What?
Smoking.
Smoking what?
Cigarettes?
I don't smoke cigarettes.
I don't know.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Oh. You smoke something. You go to the smoke shop constantly.
No. Okay, well, listen.
All right.
Stress.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, congratulations. I'd be stressed too if I was squandering all my future.
Oh, don't.
Cash apping out $30. JCPenney. Greek food. Going to the gas station, getting some snacky snacks. Same with HEB. Just some snackies.
HEB, like, listen, groceries are expensive.
Yeah, so
and I eat healthy.
$4.29. I don't think you went and got some groceries.
I probably forgot, like.
We probably went and got a Diet Coke and something.
No, but I do eat healthy, though, and I cook a lot. I do eat healthy, and it is expensive to cook.
You cook for one meal a week because you go out every second of your life. Going to a gas station, getting some things. Sally Beauty. Oh, we got our car washed again. Great. We can afford that. Domino's. Kona Grill. going in, getting some taquitos, going in, getting taquitos in Walmart and McDonald's and Taco Cabana and Foot Heaven. It's my producer's worst nightmare. Self-service. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you go in and spend $10 in one taco. And again, we go in and spend $2.79 and you cash apping out $25. Hazel Sky. Smoke Shop. Robin Hood. Yeah, we're about to get into that. That's stupid. Taquitos. So, of your overall spending, going towards that, nothing. You made absolutely no progress at all whatsoever. And anything net, not even close. 10% with the transportation. It would be much higher if you actually paid your bills. That's just gas. Actually going and getting groceries, $143. I cook all the time.
No.
Going out to eat, $397.
No, that's not.
That's literally the numbers in your own statements that you sent us, so I don't want to hear anything. For taquitos and some extra do not matter in any way whatsoever. 9.3% of our spending. Large purchases, 10% of our spending. Let's see what the large purchases were. The large purchases were JPay and Venmoing out money.
So I would say I have a family relative that is incarcerated, and they're always asking.
Oh, but you don't have money.
I know.
I love the heart aspect of it.
And I got messed up on one of my credit cards, not realizing that you cannot send money like that from a credit card because that with the it was just like as if I
cash
pulled
advance.
Oh
yeah,
my
basically.
God.
Okay, Robin Hood. This is a fun little thing in there.
I have to go to the restroom. Can I go to the restroom?
Yeah, you do that and I'll have a quick panic attack.
Okay.
Never usually have the opportunity to just sit here and talk to the camera when they're not here, but let me tell you, as if this wasn't a mess enough. And we're going into the crypto section, and this blew my mind when I was going through it. I can't believe this episode. I really thought, I knew there was debt here. I really thought this would be a conversation with someone who's going to be more just open. But man, people are just... You'd be so surprised. You have a conversation with people. And they're like, they're good. And then I think just the nerves of being in front of the camera for the first time, just being on a show in front of a lot of people, they're just so defensive. God. I know it's another interruption, but you can get $5,000 by listening to the end of this. Right now, if you transfer your portfolio to Moomoo, which I personally use for my individual stock picks, you can get up to $5,000. It's literally free money and an amazing investment platform, and it's what I personally use. So check it out in the description below. I highly recommend it. Shiba Inu?
Shiba Inu?
Yeah. Right.
I had some good plays, man, and it was
great plays because we went from $11,000 to nothing. Great play, fantastic play, best strategy I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I know someone who could use $11,000 right now. She's sitting across from me. Where are we at the peak? And this account, whatever the account is, Coinbase.
That is Coinbase.
Yeah, 32,000 is where we're sitting at. Oh, we're at zero, practically.
Yeah.
I know someone who could use $32,000 right now. Do you? She goes by Cam. You ever heard of her? And we have this A+ Federal Credit Union.
That just showing that I do have a Roth, and like
of $84.
It used to be more, but listen.
Oh.
Listen, I'm trying. I am trying. Okay.
I don't think you know what that word means.
Meaning I can do better.
I legitimately don't think you know what the word try means.
I can do better.
You're dreaming and envisioning things, but that is nothing without the action, and you are not putting it in the action that's required. You are doing job applications, and I appreciate that, and I can give you a high five for that. But until we are making the money, we still have to be a adult and work a job we don't want to work. You are not trying. Trying is actually going out and getting done. Honestly, and I hate to say this because I know it's just coming across as rude because this conversation has been intense, I would be embarrassed if I were you.
I'm
embarrassed for you.
I mean, I should have way more money. I've come across
I'm
way
not
too
embarrassed
much
of your
money.
financial situation. I'm embarrassed by your actions.
Yeah.
I'd be embarrassed by you not going out, being a big girl, putting on some pants and shoes and going to work.
I'm a worker. I work hard. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I'm literally
You just
coming
don't like
back
getting paid
into.
for it.
I'm coming back into the workforce. I am. I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to waste my time, doing things that are not going to pay me. If I can deliver packages in 4 hours, make $100, why would I go work a job where I have to work a whole week just to make $100?
I'll tell you why. I'll give you a little reason. It's because he only brought in $10,000 from that job last year. I think we figured it out. Total income. What comes in? $2,000. Let's just say that. Awesome. That's being generous. Debt payments?
That's a lot of debt. And I will take responsibility. In the sense of my spending habits, like I said, I should have so much more. My finances should be as they were a couple years ago, a totally different space. Listen.
I'm going to do what your debt payments should be, not what they are, because you need to catch up on them, and then what the debt payment would be at that point.
Okay.
It's probably going to be something like, oh yeah, because the mortgage, which is fair enough.
Which you don't have to include
But I am.
Okay.
Well, into the debt. What do you mean I don't have to include that?
I guess you new for me. I gotta remember to include
$1,029, and then plus the mortgage of $1,000. What's your water bill on a monthly basis? Do you even know? Do you even pay it?
Damn! Don't play me. Listen.
That was a very valid question from everything I've just been through. That wasn't a memeing on you. That was like, do you pay your bills? Because up to this point, the answer is no.
The bills are being paid, just not by me.
I pay my bills. My bills are paid, but
just
they're not
by me.
in your case.
We split. Me and my sibling. She's not happy with me. Let me just say that. She is highly annoyed with me.
That makes two of us.
And I totally understand. And I am it is a lot. I am embarrassed. And I'm like, yo, I should have more. I'm rich at heart. Thank God for that.
You'd be actually rich if instead of this $34,000 in there, you were just investing in the overall market in something like Fidelity or Moomoo or some other decent platform that actually makes sense. Investing in things that actually make sense, not investing in Vice again. Because okay, water bill. What is it?
I would say like $100.
Into the mic.
I would say like $100.
Gas and electric.
200.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 200. Internet.
Like 50. I already did. I need a minimum of 2,600. Right? That's with bills.
Okay.
Really like 3,000.
Well, you're actually. You know what? We're doing a loose budget for you right now to figure out what you can do. But you're gonna go through our budgeting program, and I'm gifting it because. But I feel no ounce of generosity right now. Let me tell you.
Once I get a stable income, this is
just go through.
Once I get it back on my feet with the mindset that I have now, this is all.
I'll be skinny once I decide I'm gonna go on a diet. Yeah, everyone can say once this happens, do it.
Doing it.
Go through the budgeting program, get the education behind you. It's literally changed thousands of people's lives. You stick to it, stick to our program, take it as many times as you need, ask the questions, be a part of the past guest Discord.
Okay.
Post your wins, post your fails, encourage each other as they do in there as well.
Okay.
You spent $193 on gas.
With Amazon Flex, I do a lot of driving.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, but I think I do more gas.
Okay, what's your car insurance?
Next.
What's your car insurance?
Liability 160.
I don't think you have car insurance.
I have to.
You do have to. I don't think you do. Okay, toilet paper fund, $100. That's just everything you need to survive in life for your household, for you. That's makeup. It's things that you can just put in that $100, but it caps at $100.
$100?
Yes. You practically make zero. Yes. $300 for groceries for a single person.
Yeah,
super
eating
chill.
healthy. That's fair.
You can eat healthy. 2,000 calories for you. Isn't it women 2,000? Men is like 2,500, or is it 500 less for
I
each?
think
don't
it's
know.
like 15. Yeah, it depends.
Okay, whatever. Either way, you can do this plus snacks plus dessert and stuff. What's your phone bill?
I had 2 phones. The phone that's on now is $30 a month.
Good. You're on like Mint or something.
No, I just go through a family member who used to work and they get grandfathered in or some shit. But my business line was $140 a month. That line got written off. It's charged off, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Cancel all your subscriptions. You obviously cannot afford them right now.
I did.
Okay. Well, just your debt minimum monthly payments is already $29 more than you make on a monthly basis. And that's without doing your catch-up payments that you're behind on. That's like literally just the normal minimums. But let's get you full what's required to survive on a monthly basis on a loose thing. Then you'll get the exact numbers when you go through the program. Okay. What is needed to survive is $3,162.
To survive in Austin?
That's your minimum. Your minimum.
I need more than that. Oh.
Yes, you do, but that's your like literal minimum.
Why can't it just be like,
oh my gosh,
$4,000? That is like with rent, with insurance, with car, with everything realistically of bills and things that have gone up.
Are you kidding me? We just did your budget. These are all your bills unless there's something hidden. What other bills am I missing?
You got rent. My car note.
Yeah, your mortgage is your rent, right?
Yeah, my mortgage.
Yes.
My car note is $320.
Got that. Car note is $320?
Yes.
That's even much better than I had.
What did you put?
$904. That's what it looked like. That's what you're behind.
But I'm behind.
So this is even better.
Yeah. You thought I was paying $1,000 for a car note? Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
I've seen a lot of people do it on this show, and trust me, you'd fall into that category.
Oh, hell no. But that's my car. I tried to explain to you was a gift, and I'm trying to hold on to it. I've never missed a payment up until last couple months.
It's all I don't give a shit how well you've done if you're not doing it.
People fall on
Does that not make sense? Yes, I know. But yours is so much more of a choice than you are allowing yourself to recognize. You're being a child. What you need to survive now with the real minimum monthly payments is $2,562 minimum.
Why do we change the minimum?
Do you not understand how this works?
I've never budgeted.
Listen, I am adding up your minimum expenses for what you need to survive on a monthly basis, and that creates what you need on a minimum. I want you to make more than that. I want you to invest. I want you to pay off debt quicker. But that is the minimum amount of money that needs to come in so that your bills are met. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we got mortgage, we got car note, we got car insurance. Yep. We have internet.
Yep. Gas and electric. Yep. We got water. Yep. We got your toilet paper fund, your groceries, and all your minimum monthly debt payments as well outside of your mortgage.
Minimum monthly debt payments, meaning my student loan.
Well, student loans is nothing right now, but your credit cards and your car as well.
I just feel like I do way more than that.
No, you do, because you go and spend money on dumb stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just confused how you're confused. I don't want to be mean. If it's an actual learning opportunity, I don't want to be mean, but I'm confused how you're confused.
I'm not confused. I think it's just that I've been in a position where I've made more than that, and I'm just accustomed. My bills are now at that level.
But they're not. These are your minimum bills. How do you not get that?
I do get it, and I think that there's more. I'm just like not thinking of everything.
Oh yes, that's fine. You're gonna go through the program, and you're gonna get your concrete thing.
Okay. But I think I'm used to making more, and so now I'm in this situation where it's like, okay, all my bills are still the same, even though we're missing a few, I think. It's just like getting accustomed to like, okay, wow, I don't make X amount anymore working for blah, 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 blah. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm trying to manage my own brand, starting from zero. I didn't come out the gate.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Practically.
And so it's an adjustment of like, oh, wait a minute. This is not what I thought it was going to be. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
So that's when you adapt and you go.
You adapt and I go work. I picked up Amazon Flex. I did
$10,000 in a year.
The first year I made 23, and it was just to subsidize.
Cool.
Like
they got worse, so obviously we're not headed in the right direction.
I didn't know it was gonna get worse last year.
Cool, but it did. So we adapt like a adult.
It got worse, and I'm adapting. I am adapting. Okay, as soon as I get hired, I mean I'll keep applying. I adapted. I went and got a job, and then.
No, I don't. This is your budget. I should have. I'm sorry.
But I just have to do better and keep adapting and like keep going after it and like being a little bit more diligent for sure.
Listen, you're obviously not open to actual critiques because you're not open to changing your ways. You are set. That's so disappointing because we all thought you were a person that would be whatever. Your Hammer financial score is 0. I'd give you a negative if I could. Here's your budget.
Dang.
We're done. Please leave.
Okay. At least a 4.
We're done.
Okay.
We've concluded. I'm putting the cap on my pen. It means we're done. thanks to all of our Patreon producers for making this episode possible. If you want to participate in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it to Austin, Texas, please fill out an application in the survey linked in the description below. You can also send a link to your friends or family who you think might be good to be on the show. If you have any questions, you can email casting@calebhammer.com.